Okay? So we don't do supraspinatus tests or empty can tests for supraspinatus strength. So what is the primary action of the supraspinatus? Abduction. So we're going to do the exact same active range of motion test that we did for the delt. So if the person is unable to do it for the deltoid, you wouldn't start over again for supraspinatus. You wouldn't test the supraspinatus because it would look the same. Right? Everyone following that logic? All right, Michael, so I'm going to test your right arm again. Oh, gosh. All right, so go ahead and have you come all the way up. Good, and back down. And it looked like you had no problems with that, correct? So we're going to go ahead and have you get in the test position. So what I'm going to have you do is bring your arm up. There you go. And now what I want you to do is bring your wrist up. So this is very similar to the position for the anterior delt, except that we're keeping the arm in true abduction. Okay? Now, what we want to do is eliminate the upper trapezius from this test because we're going to be resisting that abduction. So we want to shorten the upper trap. So what I'm going to have you do is tilt your head that way. Good. Okay. So he can maintain this test position, and so he would get a 3+. Right? Now, this test is complicated because we're going to resist in two directions. I'm going to be resisting abduction. I'm also going to be resisting the lateral rotation. Okay, so there's two parts. Are you getting tired being in that position? Okay, so there you go. Okay, hold it there. Breathe. Me or him. And relax. Okay? Now, you're resisting the abduction and the lateral rotation, but you're still giving one manual muscle test grade. Okay, so it's not like this is a 5 and this is a 4, or vice versa. They're going together. Now, you're going to need to play with it and get feedback from your patient to see that they can feel that difference. Okay, that you're both resisting the abduction and the rotation. Now, what if he didn't have full abduction? What about the gravity eliminated? So the 3 down. It's exactly like what we did before, right? I said that earlier. But remember that, okay? The next manual muscle test we're going to do is actually for the upper trapezius. So what is the primary action of the upper trapezius? It's elevation, okay? So, yep, just go ahead and elevate. I don't know what it is. Okay, so then what we want to do is, it's again a one joint muscle, so we're going to want to have that muscle maximally shortened to test it. So what I'm going to have you do is bring your ear down to your shoulder and your shoulder up to your ear, and then I'm going to have you look away just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is come in and try to separate your head and your shoulder from your shoulder. How about that? It's so scary. So hold it there and don't let me separate them. And relax. That was me shaking, not him. Again, that's a really bad height for me because it's at shoulder height. And so that's something that I would want to test down here because I'm going to be a lot stronger here than I am going to be here. Okay? What's the next one? Hoity-boity. Okay, we'll have you go do those